What's up, Mafia? So I'm back with a motherfucking mukbang, and yes, it's called a mukbang. I googled it. It originated in Korea in 2010. Fun fact. But yeah, I googled it, and Google is always right. I'm just playing, y'all. Don't listen to me. But let me take a thumbnail. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna do a mukbang, and it's kind of like a mix mukbang. Because I wanted to try out something new. So usually when I do like seafood boils, I'll just do like crab and shrimp and then like potatoes and sausage. But I've been watching like B Love's seafood boils, and she eats it with egg. And what else did I add? She eats it with egg, and she does hers with onions in it. Her sauce with onions in it. And no, this is not her sauce. This is a sauce that my mom makes. This is no shade to B Love because I love her, but I've read a lot of I'm really cheap with my money, so before I buy something, I'm going to be reading everything about it. And I read a lot of reviews from people in the South, just because I don't trust people from LA, but I read a lot of reviews from people in the South, and they said that it had a really, the only thing you could taste in it was oregano. So I personally don't want to spend that to taste it and be upset, because I would be mad about my money. So I'm just going to keep using my mom's. And my mom's is good, so I switch. But so I want to taste something, but let me just get a shrimp or something. I have shrimp, snow crab, potatoes. Why did I get a napkin? I don't know. I have shrimp, snow crab, potatoes, and sausage and egg. Oh, and corn. Yeah, I don't like corn, but again, she had corn in her mukbang, so I want to try it with, well, the only corn that I like is elote, so I wanted to try it and broaden my horizons. And y'all like my sauce thick, so I make sure I put enough of all the different seasonings so that it'll be thick to my shrimp. This is the best I've ever made it, no cap. But I don't know how people do mukbangs, y'all. I'm hella fat. But I want to kind of talk to y'all about something that a lot of you didn't know, but a lot of you did. So, as you may or may not have known, I was in Air Force ROTC last semester. And you guys have been telling me like to make a video and explain like why I am not in ROTC anymore. And here it is. I didn't just want to sit there and talk to you guys about like just sit here and bore you guys with like, oh, I think a seafood boil was a good way for me to tell y'all. And I was gonna have fun doing it, so why not? So to start off, last semester was my first semester in Air Force ROTC. And I joined because like I had a mentor in one of my STEM programs, and she was in it, and she was like, yeah, like it's a lot of fun, and we do this, and she was telling me everything that they do. And it sounded fun to me. And last semester I wasn't doing anything on campus, so I'm like, this is perfect. Like, I'm hella bored, like why not? And my whole family is like military base, so I thought it would be fun. And at first I started off on the Army route, but then I switched to Air Force because everybody was like, Remia, you're not Army. Remia, you cannot be Remia, you're not an Army person. They literally said it like that too. And so I'm like, alright, whatever, let's try Air Force. And yes, I have fun in Air Force ROTC. It's not what a lot of people make it out to be. It's really fun, and I enjoyed it because we go on trips like to the different bases. Since it's the Air Force, like we have a lot of planes, and we have these people called the damn it, Ramia, I forgot. But we have these like this special team, and they do different tricks and stuff. Like Ramia, I really forgot. Oh my god, I hate myself. But yeah, and I'm not about to Google it because this is too good. But yeah, so we went to go see them on base, and it was really fun. Like I had so much fun. I was calling my parents to tell them, and they were like, she really likes it. She was like, nobody thought I was gonna like ROTC because I'm really hard-headed and don't like to listen. But I really liked it. And PT was really fun too. Like they made it a fun way to work out. It wasn't my first day of PT, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Thought I was gonna throw up and die. Now that was bad because I went a whole semester of not doing nothing but eating, and then I convert to this intense workout. I was like, after my first day of PT, I literally thought I was gonna die. Like I was sitting there like, I'm not going to class all day. And it was just crazy. But PT was fun. Like we'll play different games. Some PTs we'll go to the stadium and run around the stadium and do like an Indian run. So like if you're in a line, the person at the back got to sprint to the front. And yes, it was hard, but it was also fun. So like I didn't really like, and then I like the people there were really kind. Like people think that your lieutenants and sergeants are really mean, but they weren't. They were really nice to me, at least. But also it was my first year, so they weren't going to be as harsh. But I don't think they were mean to. They weren't really that mean because you're still in ROTC. But yeah, it was really fun, and I liked it. And so people were like, Ramia, like you were posting about how you wanted to get your ABUs and you were excited to be deployed and you were just hella excited. So like, why all of a sudden did that stop? Like, are you not in it anymore? So I'm here to tell you guys why I'm not in it anymore. What is that? Yeah, I'm here to tell you guys why I'm not in it anymore. Every reason why I'm not in it, because there's multiple, but I'll tell you guys every reason why I'm not. So I'm gonna try this corn, y'all. Like I said, I don't like corn, but let's see. I guess it's not bad. This corn is really sweet. It's not bad though. It's just some people eat corn like with like the corn that's not on the cob. I don't know. I guess I only like corn on the cob because I love elotes, and that's the only corn I would eat. Like I wouldn't eat corn anywhere else. Now, what I want to learn how to do is when people, like on the mukbangs, I don't remember who it was on B-Love's mukbang, and they were like, they did the whole like, it's not bad, y'all. Well, y'all probably like corn. A lot of people like corn. I'm probably like the only one who doesn't. Now this part, this part I was scared for, the egg, because I was like, how would that taste, a freaking egg? But let's see. Y'all, oh my god, that actually slapped. Oh snap, that's actually good, y'all. Dang, I wasn't expecting that. It kind of like hits you after with all the different flavors. It's hella good. Yo, that's good. Dang, y'all might have put me on. I thought I knew everything there was about food. That was good. I'm over here peeling too fast. That was good, y'all. If y'all haven't tried the egg with y'all seafood boil, try it. Be like me and hop on the bandwagon, because it was good. And I wasn't expecting that. Who would have thought I'd be picking up corn? Let me just eat, y'all, because I was hungry all day. You know what's crazy? My boyfriend doesn't even like seafood. And I eat seafood every day. Like, I can. I can turn to a pescatarian, but I love seafood. If you don't know what a pescatarian is, it's a person who only eats seafood. But I love chicken tacos, so I don't know how that will work. Alright, let me tell y'all this story because it's not that long. And then I can eat. But, yeah, so I stopped doing Air Force ROTC. For one, because, so if you don't know, when I came to college, my major was biology. My plan was to go to college, get my 4-year degree in biology. Sorry, excuse me. So it was to go get my 4-year degree in biology and then go on to med school. Do my med school. Then I was gonna have to do extra residency and internship because I wanted to specialize in neonatal care and become a neonatologist. So still going into Air Force ROTC, that was my goal. And so for ROTC, they do have scholarships. That's what a lot of people like look for, and a lot of people join because they know they have scholarships. So they do, but if you accept the scholarship, then you're agreeing that after you graduate with your bachelor's degree, so after your 4 years after college, 4 or 5, however long it takes you, after college, you graduate with your bachelor's degree, that you are going to serve 4 years in whichever armed forces you're in. So for me, it would be the Air Force, which is not bad at all. Like 4 years is not bad at all because you still have your whole life left. And then they have programs. They have programs that you can apply for. So if you were looking like me to get like you needed like extra schooling, you can apply to those programs. And the military, like, they pay for your medical school or whatever extra schooling that you needed for your career. And so since I was in Air Force ROTC, I had to apply for that. And I could still do that medical school with the Air Force. However, I would still be needing the 4 years of active duty service. So, like, when I was in Air Force ROTC, I'm like, yeah, whatever, I can do that, I can do that. And then over the summer, when we didn't have like PT and legal lab and things like that anymore, I was like, but do I really want to do that? I was like, so do I really want to do that though? Because I knew what I came in college wanting to do. Now this, if I don't get accepted to the program, I would have to do the 4 years. Now my whole life is delayed by 4 years, and I was planning on like, yo, I have my whole life planned out. So I'm like, I'm not having kids until I'm done with medical school, and I'm done until I'm done with medical school. So once I had my credentials and my degree and everything like that, my doctorate, then I was gonna say, okay, yeah, okay, I can start a family. But I didn't want to start a family while I was still in school, because I personally just don't think that I would have been able to handle that. And I just didn't want to add that type of stress when I didn't need it. I could wait a little longer. So that's what I wanted to do. But doing Air Force ROTC, and if they would have gave me a scholarship, then I would have had to kind of like figure out what I wanted to do. And then also, you're not guaranteed to be in one city, one state, or whatever state that you pick. So during those 4 years, you can be deployed, you can be in different, like, you can be getting moved around in different cities and states. And I just kind of like, I just didn't want to, like, I knew that that's not what I wanted to do. So, well, at that time, I'm just like, I want a whole family. You know, I was thinking about everything. And I'm like, why alter my life? You know, like, think about an alternate situation for what, Ramia? Like, you had this planned out, this is what you wanted to do. And yes, sometimes there are, like, journeys that come along that you may like better, and that's fine. But it wasn't like I liked that idea of being in the military more than I liked the idea of being a neonatologist. And then also, this brings up the second reason, I think it's like the last reason why I'm not in ROTC anymore. So you have to do these things called like DOTMERB, and it's a medical examination, as you all like may have heard. It's really stiff requirements, like, to be in the military. So I did my DOTMERB. They pull your pharmacy records, medical records, everything. And I did my DOTMERB, and then mine got pulled. I don't know if it was because of my pharmacy records or because of the medical examination that they make you do. But for whatever reason, I got pulled because of the fact that I have asthma. I was born with asthma, and I think I have asthma now. I'm not sure, but last time I went to the doctor, he was like, oh, your lungs sound good, you may be growing out of it. Majority of people who have asthma or had asthma was like they had childhood asthma, and a lot of people grow out of it. But there are some people who have severe asthma their entire lives. But a lot of people do like have childhood asthma, which means you grow out of it. So when he told me that, even before I joined ROTC, I'm like, that's good. Like, nobody wants to have a medical condition attached to their name. So I'm like, I hope I outgrew this. So I did that, and I had to go and get extra blood work. I guess, I don't know what they were checking with the blood. So I had to go get extra blood work. I went to go get my extra blood work. They checked over that, and then they said that I still needed another exam. Like, after they checked over that, they're like, okay, we have this, but we need you to do this. So I don't know. Sorry, y'all, hold up. So I don't know if the first examination was like not a good indicator or what, but they wanted me to do another exam. And so I'm trying to schedule that exam. People I call are like, the next appointment we have is in 3 weeks. Other people I call are like, oh yeah, you can come, but it was in Fresno, and y'all know I live in LA, and it was during the summer. So I'm like, I don't want to drive all the way to Fresno. So I'm like asking people in LA, like, they're like, oh, let me find somebody else. And I'm calling, they're like, yeah, our next appointment is 3 weeks. Then when I was like, okay, well, I'm not and I scheduled that appointment for the 3 weeks. And then I left early because I had training as an ambassador. So I come out here, and so I'm like, okay, I'm not in LA anymore. Can we switch it to Fresno? You have to call the DOTMERB headquarters, and they change it to Fresno. So they changed it to Fresno, and they're trying to find a place out here, and it takes them like more than 2 weeks, more than probably 3 weeks, bro, for real, to find a what do you want to call it? To find an organizer out here to perform the test that they needed to determine if I was eligible or not. So they emailed me back probably like a month later saying like, yeah, we found a provider in Fresno. And so at that point, like, I started school, and I'm like, what I really didn't want to do, there was another cadet who was there ready to go to field training, which means she was there for 2 years ready to go to field training. And the end of last semester, so literally probably like 2 months before she was ready to go to field training, she got downright disqualified. So I didn't want to waste all that time doing that, and you have to enroll in classes at the university. So I could have been enrolling in classes for my major, or enrolling in classes that I needed just to like develop my life or whatever, just to graduate. So I didn't want to enroll in those classes and take those classes and have to finish those classes, and I didn't need it. Like, it was all going to be pointless. And so I just was like, maybe this is a sign. Like, literally before they even emailed me about the medical situation, I was already thinking like, is this really what I want to do? Like, do I really want to do this? Am I like, you know, like, I just wanted to do it because I was curious because somebody told me about it. But is this really something I want to do? So, yeah. So they took a month to find a medical provider. Yeah, whatever. So those are the 2 reasons why I dropped. Because I would have had to alter my life, and I knew what career I wanted, and there are some people who don't know what career they wanted, so the military is probably a good route for them, because you can go to the military and do all of the schooling and all the classes for free. You don't have to pay any money out of your pocket. So if you realize that's not what you want to do, you can just go back to school for free. So for a lot of people, the military is probably a good choice, but for me, since I knew what I wanted to do and I was strong in my academic skills and all of my like working skills and my work ethic, I was like, okay, like, this is just for fun. Like, yes, it was fun while it lasted, but time to start get back on my journey, what I wanted to do. And so this year, I decided that I was going to get back to cheering. Now, y'all, this takes up time too, and I'm gonna be doing EMT next year. So cheer takes up time too. But if y'all know me, I've been cheering since I was 5. So this for sure is gonna have to work out. This for sure is gonna work out. Air Force, I wasn't in since I was 5, and I didn't really have any ties to it. But cheer, I have ties to it, and it's gonna work. So yeah, that's why I dropped. The other day, I really was thinking about it, so I think that's why I started to do this mukbang, because I was really thinking about it. And now you all know why Remy is not in Air Force ROTC anymore. Now, I talked before I ate, so my sauce got cooked, and I'm kind of pissed. But it's okay, because I'm about to go heat it up. I'll be right back. Butterscotch. Alright. Oh, shit. Shoot. Sorry, mama. Alright, so that's my story. That's why I'm not in ROTC anymore. No, I do not think I'll be rejoining. And yeah. So if y'all have any more questions, let me know. I probably won't do a mukbang again, because I don't know how to eat and talk at the same time. Or like, am I supposed to eat first? Or like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. I'll probably, if I feel like it, I will. But right now, mukbanging is a no for me. I'm too fat for all that. But anyways, alright, let's try this crab for y'all. This is snow crab. Snow crab is my favorite. Snow crab is my mother favorite. Oh, okay. I wanted some of the knuckle, but it's cool. Snow crab is so good, y'all. I did that. I was scared to cook crab, because I'm like, Mom, what the hell are you supposed to do with crab? Because when I take home seafood boils, like when my mom made it, I took it here, and I put that shit, I need to stop cussing. I put it in the microwave. It was all like hard to get the crab out, but yes, sir. Let's taste this crab. Y'all, I love crab so freaking much. Like, y'all don't even understand. Y'all probably do because my voice, but Mm. Mm. Let's do it with some lemon, y'all. This sauce is so good. I wish I could taste it, but y'all stuck on B-Love sauce. That's good. But alright, y'all boys. I'm just playing. Alright, y'all. I'm about to really get off of that. One more bite. And then I'll turn off the camera. Promise. Alright. Peace out, Mafia. Be good. I can do it with my foot. I'm about to fall. Never mind. Bye, Mafia. I'm hungry.